After discussing the issue of the election of a new prime minister during Monday's special session, the Armenian parliament has failed to endorse acting Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan as a candidate for prime minister for a second time. Thus, the process of snap parliamentary elections has begun in Armenia, and the National Assembly has been dissolved by law. Until the formation of a new parliament, however, the current MPs will continue to perform their respective duties and exercise their powers. President Armen Sarkissian has already signed a respective decree. Nikol Pashinyan officially submitted his resignation as Prime Minister on April the 25th. It was the first step in triggering the process to hold snap parliamentary elections on June the 20th. Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov is in Baku on an official visit. Earlier, he was in Armenia to discuss issues over the recent Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. During a meeting with Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev, Lavrov noted that border issues in the Nagorno-Karabakh region can be resolved despite the complexity. Now, the details on the ground need to be dealt with. There are demarcation issues. Not everything is easy, but is solvable in our conviction. Military experts, with the participation of diplomats, can agree on mutually acceptable solutions, Lavrov added. During an interview with a local TV channel, Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev has made rather dubious statements about Canada and France. Sometimes countries that are located on the other corner of the world make statements related to the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict or the processes taking place in Azerbaijan. This is inadmissible, he noted. I can bring Canada as an example. I was recently informed that the Canadian Ministry of Foreign Affairs had issued a statement on Azerbaijan regarding our internal affairs, he said. Let them deal with their own affairs. Aliyev was particularly angry at the reaction by the international community regarding the so-called military trophy park that recently opened in the Azerbaijani capital Baku. The park displays trophy helmets and dummies of Armenian soldiers who were martyred in last year's war in Nagorno-Karabakh. Turtles of slain leaders of the Algerian national movement are on display in French museums, but let them too deal with their own affairs. They too have sunk into problems. They have thousands of problems, Aliyev said. A man had brought a donkey to the gates of the Armenian parliament building. Also, this 36-year-old resident of Davush province has been seen with a suspicious drug. The Yerevan police are preparing a report in this regard. The man, Sevada Bugasyan, was released, whereas the donkey, before being handed back to him, was taken to an animal care center in Yerevan. As of Tuesday morning, 243 new cases of the coronavirus were confirmed in Armenia, and the total number of these cases has now reached 219,596 in the country. Also, 3 more deaths from COVID-19 were registered, making the respective total 4,256 cases. The number of people who have recovered over the past 1 day is 475, and the total respective number so far is 205,675. Azerbaijan is not only failing to implement the provisions on the unconditional return of POWs stated in the trilateral statement signed by Russia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan, but is also daringly trying to present these POWs as mercenaries, launching phony criminal cases against them. Prosecutor General of Azerbaijan, Kamran Aliyev, noted that regular criminal cases have been launched, including the case against Lebanese citizens who are of Armenian descent and whom Azerbaijan is trying to present as mercenaries. Aliyev declared that investigations into criminal cases against other so-called terrorists are almost over. At least 11 people died during a shooting at an educational institution in Kazan, capital of the Republic of Tatarstan, a semi-autonomous region in Russia. The president of Tatarstan, Rustam Minikhanov, announced 7 dead, 4 boys and 3 girls, all students of the 8th grade. 16 people, 12 children and 4 adults, are hospitalized. According to preliminary data, teenagers had opened fire. One of them was detained, the other was killed. Psychologists are working with evacuated children. A criminal case was initiated.